Torrey Pines out in San Diego this past weekend for the Farmers Open. And I got to be honest with you, I can't help but feel like this tournament might have been a little cursed. Going into it, there was a lot of issues. We're going to cover that in this video. Check it out right now. This past weekend out at Torrey Pines in San Diego saw a myriad of issues with the tournament. It felt really weird. Like there was something that was kind of in the air. Something just felt completely off. We had the Santa Ana winds coming in really, really strong, which was really making an effect of the play for a lot of the players. We had a lot of key players that actually withdrew from the tournament going into it. And then you had people like Ludwig Aberg that were out in the field, and he was battling through some kind of really bad stomach bug. Some people felt like Wesley Bryan wasn't getting his fair share of coverage, even though he was having himself a really good weekend. And then on top of all of that, pace of play continued to be a point of contention, with the last round taking over 5 hours to complete for the final group. On the plus side, Harris English managed to capture his first win in over 1,000 days on the PGA Tour, which is great to see. He's always been a favorite of players out there in the field. People seem to really, really like him. He doesn't make much waves with the fans. He doesn't have that big of a profile. He's not really a chauvinist or anything like that. He's just a good, down-to-earth dude that people like to see win, and that was a good thing. We had a couple weird instances out there. We had the horn blowing right as Svensson was about to hit his final cut. Unfortunately missed it. Not much you can really do about that. That was just all timing. There's nothing that could really be done there. Other than that, fan favorite, Joel Damon was doing really well. It was nice to see him up near the top of the leaderboards out there. But I have to say there must be a little bit of a caveat there. Because the field wasn't as star-studded as it usually is, I feel like it took away from the win, not only from Harris, but seeing Damon up there at the top of the leaderboards a little bit too. Now, we are heading out there for the Genesis Invitational in a couple of weeks as well, so I can't help but feel like some of these guys that were withdrawing from the tournament kind of realize that they're going to be back there in a few weeks. I'm not really sure what the conditions are going to be like. It was just a really, really interesting tournament all around. Next week, we have the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am out at Monterey, California. And then after that, we have the very rowdy Waste Management Tour out in Arizona. It's usually a fan favorite, especially on that stadium hole. It's going to be really exciting to see what comes out of that tournament this year. Stay tuned. We're going to cover all those tournaments and the big stories coming out of that as well in the coming weeks. Until next time, hit them straight, keep them in the fairway, and stay out of the rough. Catch you soon.